स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस वीडियो लेक्चर में हम आपको वन डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन का सॉल्यूशन बताएंगे। हाउ टू सॉल्व वन डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन बाय यूजिंग द मेथड ऑफ सेपरेशन ऑफ वेरिएबल्स। ओके, सो नाउ today's content is solution of one dimensional wave equation. Today's content is solution of one dimensional wave equation. Okay, so now the one dimensional wave equation B del 2 y1 del d square into c square del 2 y1 plus students, this is the equation of one dimensional wave. पीछे की वीडियोज में आपको ये पाया होगा कि हम ये जो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर दिख रहा है आप सेकंड ऑर्डर दिख रहा है आपको फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव को सॉल्व किया था बाय यूजिंग द मेथड ऑफ सॉल्यूशन ऑफ वेरिएबल। इस वीडियो लेक्चर में आप देखेंगे हाउ टू फाइंड हाउ टू सॉल्व this one dimensional wave equation. Let us take this first. By using the concept, previous concept, let us discuss this here. Y, where y is a displacement. Displacement is depend upon x and t. X is a distance from the origin, from the initial point, and t is the time at x. Sure, let the solution be y equal to x is equal to this equation we can write x of x there x is the function of small x only and t function of small t. Okay students, x is a function of small x and t भी a function of small t. इससे पहले भी हम ऐसा ही कुछ करते थे, y डिपेंडेंट है, y is independent and x and t both are the independent. So now say this is the solution of this equation. So this equation is satisfied by their solution. The solution, if this is its solution, so it's satisfied the given differential equation. So now from equation 2 from equation 2 del y upon del t equal to x del y upon del t equal to x del t by del t which is equal to x dt by dt because of just we have written here x t is function of small t only. We know very well that if any dependent is dependent on only one independent, so the differentiation would be of ordinary echelon. Here x dt by dt. To find the second derivative, again we differentiate this equation with respect to t also. So del t square, this is equal to x d2t x del 2t upon del t square. It means that x d2t upon dt square. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इस तरह से हम वैल्यू पुटअप करेंगे, लिखेंगे। ये रहा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड की वैल्यू del 2 upon del t square equal to x del 2t upon dt square. Similarly, we can find the other derivative also with del 2 upon del x square. This is equation number 3rd. Similarly, del y by del x can be just here t del x upon del x. Again, we can say since capital X is the function of small x only, so it can be t dt x upon dx. We can write. So, क्योंकि हमें d2i del 2i और del x स्क्वायर चाहिए और ये फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव हमने निकाला है, so again we differentiate with respect to x. We will find del 2x upon del x square, which is equal to t d2 x upon dx. This is equation number 4. So with the help of equation 4 and 4, equation first becomes just the equation first becomes in place of this del 2 upon del t square we will put x into this, and in place of del 2 upon del x square we will put this. So let us see on equation 4 and 4. From equation first becomes what happened? Del 2i upon del t square is x d2t upon is equal to c square, and c square is a constant. Its value is I think t upon s. Rho s is a specific constant, rho with the density. So now t in place of this we will put t d2x. Now this equation is not variable separable form, means its variable is not separate. So here dividing one, this becomes 1 upon c square t by doing variable separable like this. This becomes 1 upon x square. Okay, students. So now here variable are separate. Means t goes to t side and x goes to x side. It gives the equation. Here in the given equation, in this equation, left hand side is only function of t and right hand side is only function of x. So both are different function. Here this is t, this is x. So now it is possible only whenever both should be equal to the same constant. So here LHS is a small t and RHS is a function of small x only. It is possible only when both equal to the same constant. Okay, students? So now let it be k. See. So let us do what happened. Here 1 upon c square d d2t upon dt square is equal to 1 upon x d2x upon dx square. This is k. See. So here just see student variable are separable and left hand side and right hand side both equal to k. We have supposed now this implies that this is equation number fifth. So here 1 upon x d2x upon dx square is equal to k. Okay. So now since this is equal to k, so here we can write d2x upon dx square minus kx equal to 0. So this implies that this is a second order differential equation. Second order ordinary differential equation having constant coefficient. So now its solution can be obtained by finding their complementary function CF. We will obtain its solution. So student, this is d2, it can be d2 minus k x equal to 0. So its auxiliary equation be what happened? M square minus k equal to 0. So m equal to plus minus root. Now CF, it means that x equal to C1 e to the power root kx plus C2 e to the power minus root kx. Okay, students, here we have obtained a relation in between capital X and small x. Capital X is expressed in small x. So again, by using the same concept, let us take this equal to this. Again, 1 upon c square t d2t upon dt square is equal to k. By using the same concept, same way, this is c square t d2t upon dt square equal to, sorry for that, equal to minus
k c square t equal to 0. So now this implies that d square minus k c square into t equal to 0. Again, to find its solution, find its auxiliary equation and then find its CF. So we will obtain an expression in between capital T and small t. Then students, just see auxiliary equation be m square minus kc square equal to 0. So m equal to plus minus root k into c, or you can say c root k. Then its c of is c of equal to t equal to, since here c1 and c2 there are two constant has been taken used, so the next constant will be c3 e to the power c root k into t plus c4 e to the power minus c root k into t. This is the value of t. This is the expression in capital T and small t. Okay, students? This is an expression in between capital T and small t. This is an expression in between capital X and small x. So, as you know, the solution of the equation one, we have suppose also, we have assumed that the solution of equation first, it means solution of one dimensional wave equation B, u equal to y equal to x into t. So now by putting the value of x into x and t from here to here in equation 2, let us write this equation number 6. It should be 7. So from 6 and 7, equation 2 becomes 6 and 7. Equation 2 becomes y equal to x into t. It means that c1 e to the power root kx plus c2 e to the power minus root kx, and the value of t is c3 e to the power c root kt plus c4 e to the power minus c root kt. This is equation number 8. Okay, students? So just see what happened. What happened? Here, y is equal to, we can write y equal to c1 e to the power root kx plus c2 minus root kx, c3 e to the power c root kx kt plus c4 e to the power minus c root kt. This is equation 8. Since, as you know, the given equation whose solution is this is one-dimensional wave equation. But from this expression, we can say that this solution is unable to explain the nature of the problem. This solution, by this solution, we cannot say by seeing the solution को देखने के बाद हम ये नहीं कह सकते हैं कि ये जो सॉल्यूशन है वो वेव इक्वेशन का है। तो क्या करना होगा? अब इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये सॉल्यूशन एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है, ये सॉल्यूशन मान्य नहीं होगा, क्योंकि जो इक्वेशन है वो वन डायमेंशनल वेव से रिलेटेड है इसका, और वन डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन, वेव is always periodic in nature, so solution should be in periodic nature. सॉल्यूशन ऐसा होना चाहिए जिसको देखने से ऐसा दिख रहा हो कि सॉल्यूशन भी में ऐसा कोई टर्म है जो अपनी पीरियोडिसिटी को शो कर रहा है। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो द दिस सॉल्यूशन, in this way we can say that this solution is not acceptable because the given equation, the nature of given equation is one dimensional wave and wave is periodic in nature. Wave is periodic in nature. So the above solution, so the above solution is not able to explain its nature. Okay, students. So now, what happened? It means that something is going to be wrong. कुछ हम गलत कर रहे हैं। इसके लिए हमने जो कांस्टेंट चूज किया था, के जो चूज किया था, अब उस कांस्टेंट को हम डिफरेंट वैल्यू देंगे। कांस्टेंट आप सभी जानते हो तीन तरह के हो सकते हैं। कांस्टेंट में बी 0, कांस्टेंट में बी नेगेटिव, कांस्टेंट में बी पॉजिटिव। सो लेट अस प्रूव, to get the solution, we assume that the constant is either negative or positive or 0. So let us take, there are three cases. Let us arise three cases. Case first, if k becomes 0. Just see, if k becomes 0, what happened? Just see here, if k becomes 0, so due to 0, it becomes e to the power 0. It becomes 0. So both the roots become the same. So now in this case, its solution be y equal to c1 plus c2x and c3 plus c4t. आप सभी को मैं बता दूं, जैसे ही ये 0 होगा, जैसे ही k की वैल्यू 0 होगी, तो उस केस में मैं आपको यही थोड़ा सा समझा दूं। उस केस में 1/x d2x upon dx square is equal to 0. It means that d square x equal to 0. So there are two roots ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन के दो रूट्स होंगे, दोनों जीरो जीरो होंगे, दोनों सेम होंगे। इस प्रॉपर्टी से जो सी एफ होगा वो ये होगा। इसका मतलब सी एफ द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स is C1 plus C2x, the value of y is C3 plus C4t. Okay, student? This is the equation number 9. Consider the second case. Whenever k becomes positive, 0, case 2, when k is greater than 0, that is, let us take it with p square. K is p square. So, what happened? By putting k equal to p square, this should be p, this it should be p, this should be p, this should be p. Okay? So now its value becomes y equal to c1 e to the power px, c2 e to the power minus px. Okay, students? And here c3 e to the power cpt plus c4 e to the power minus cpt. So this is equation number 10. But consider the case, third case, whenever consider the case, no, case third. If, when k is less than 0, that is k equal to minus p square. K is less than 0, that is k equal to minus p square. What happened? The value of y, just see d2x upon 1 upon x, d2x upon dx square is equal to minus p square. Minus, why we have taken minus p square? Because of for every value of p, k is always negative. Here for every value of p, k should be positive. Okay? So here p square. Just see the value is here. This is d2x upon dx square plus p square x equal to 0. Now its CF is here. Its auxiliary equation is what? M square plus p square equal to 0. So m equal to plus minus I into p. So both roots are imaginary and distinct. So by the root, its CF is equal to C1 cos px plus C2 sin px. It means Cx equal to this. Similarly, y should be y is t is C1 C2 has been taken, C3 cos CPT plus C4 sin CPT. Combining these together, the value of y is y equal to C1 cos px plus C2 sin px, C3 cos CPT plus C4 sin CPT. Okay, students? So this is the solution number 9, 10, 11. From above these three solutions, for k equal to 0, we will obtain this. For k is greater than 0, we will obtain this. For k less than 0, we will obtain this. For these three solutions, just see here, No, only this solution. In this solution, there is a function of there is a trigonometrical function which is sine as well as cos. Sine function as well as cos function, and both function, as you know, both function is periodic in nature. Both are in periodic nature. So what happened? So only this solution is able to explain the nature of the differential equation. Now this solution can be considerable for solution for equation first. So of these three solution, only equation 11 is acceptable because sine and cos both are in periodic nature. So acceptable solution is only this: C1 cos px plus C2 sin px, C3 cos CPT plus C4 sin CPT. This is the solution. This is the solution. Okay, students? This is the solution. This is the required solution of the one-dimensional wave equation by using method of separation of variables. This is required solution. This is the required solution of one-dimensional wave equation. Wave equation. Okay, students? सो इस तरह से आज के इस वीडियो लेक्चर में आपने देखा कि हम किस प्रकार से मेथड ऑफ सेपरेशन ऑफ वेरिएबल्स का यूज करते हुए हम वन डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन को किस प्रकार से सॉल्व करेंगे, इसका सलूशन ये होगा। अब हम अगले वीडियो लेक्चर में आपको ये बताएंगे कि ये सलूशन तो उस केस में था जबकि वन डायमेंशनल वेव इक्वेशन पे कोई बाउंड्री अप्लाई नहीं किया गया, कोई कंडीशन नहीं अप्लाई। Whenever the one-dimensional wave equation is given with the initial condition as well as boundary condition, then what happened to y? y क्या होगा उस केस में हम इसको देखेंगे, पढ़ेंगे। फिर अगले बाउंड्री कंडीशन और इनिशियल कंडीशन पे बेस्ड प्रॉब्लम को देखने के लिए हमारा अगला वीडियो देखें। श्योर, थैंक यू।